Okay. $483 down since yesterday. Man, we are just giving back. Like this was Friday's low, so pretty much gave back all the gains. The positive days that we had, everything that we had from Monday and Tuesday. I didn't think that the down moves were over because if you look actually, since we're just kind of waiting here, look at the daily chart. There was a buy B, or not a buy B, a sell B. Way like 1, 2, 3 day, or actually it was Friday. Move these profit. So we had a sell B on Friday. Aaron, you may want to start throwing some micros on these dailies and just swinging them, bro, on that cash account. One micro or something. I'm not saying it's going to go 1,200 points south, but it's already 400 below. And you know what? Like down here where that gap where we gapped up from Tuesday to Wednesday of the 22nd and 23rd, if it does come back down into this area and decide to try to retest that gap that was created, that which we never got back down to really, um, that would be 1,000 points. So that'd be right there in the area. I mean, it is possible. And there was some signs here. You had even on the daily, you started getting these. I mean, I know that's a scalping indicator, but it's also showing weakness uh, on the higher time frame. So, excuse me. Yeah, that's the daily. Yeah, yeah. Like you could have got about 400 out of it so far. 400 points. Yeah, on the ETH. Yeah, you know. So as long as you're, I mean, and generally on ETH, your first signal is going to be more reasonable stops and everything because it's still taking into account the overnight price action. So, like, but if you throw a little bit more size on a 30 point, win or lose, but it wins like the 85% of the time, you know, um, and just be done with it from there. I mean, say if it averages 30 points and you want to make at least like $300, or whatever, then just size for that and take this daily. Okay, sweet, thanks. Yeah, put it in the yeah, okay, you put it in the channel, or not the channel, but the Soso trades. Cool. Soso trades is fine. Generals, I kind of keep that one spare, or so I can see when people come in, because I don't. That's how I get notified if people come into the server, just through that chat. Um, Let's. It's another big buy B trade. We have to pretty much get back down to the lows for that one to hit. Just marking it out. I'm not in the trade. If I was to jump in that B right now, pre-news, then I probably would have. This have been one of the times where I just like from that entry there down to this level, you know, just scalp. Because a lot of times you will get a retest, even if this is, going to be like a trend reversal eventually, and you get a buy A. I mean, that would be where it would reverse to go the other direction too. So that's pretty. Yeah, Johnny is. It's been looking. It's hard to sit here and not take a trade, but and I did scalp. I've scalped about let's see, 3 macros. What is that? Yeah, about 20 points is what I've scalped. Just in a couple of these, I didn't want to hold them. Wish I had now, but no regrets. 7.5 minutes till the news. Is this a? Does anybody know if this is like an orange folder or red folder? I'm not sure. I think Johnny looks at the Forex Factory. Okay, sweet. Thank you. Wow, bro. Wow. And 30, 86, 145, almost 200 points. Okay, chill out. I swear my wife's dachshund's got an attitude. Big dog or little dog syndrome, they call it, I think, right? If you're watching the stream on YouTube, there is a delay on this stream, just so everyone knows. I do stream live with the Discord group, and I do chat there and talk directly with the members. So if you're interested in full context conversations and getting real time streams, then come join us in the Discord. It's 14-day free trial. You can cancel anytime. It's been over or right at 200 points signaled pre-news on a 10 o'clock news day. We generally tend to just not hold these trades pre-news because sometimes you can get chopped back and forth pre-news. But we will look for the post-news signal usually on a 10 o'clock news day as the first serious trade. But some days it works out where there's really good movements. Like the past couple, there's been a couple days past couple weeks on 10 o'clock news day where we actually did have good move, good signals. There's 4 for 4 we just went. But like I said, if you're interested, links in my profile uh, on X, and I believe YouTube also. So well, there's another one, guys. So just waiting here. Over 500 points down, and we're below. Oh, let me turn my levels back on here real quick. I turn them off on the daily because it's ugly to look at. But we're down below support 3. I mean, I actually have everything. I think I only have 3. I might have to turn on other support levels. I only have 3 turned on, I believe, because generally you don't get much below uh, 2 or 3 on most days, so it's just less to look at. And turn on 4. I'll turn them all on today. So the next one down is at 1915.25. But if the news comes out and we pop back up and get a bounce on some of this downward action, then just have to wait and see. How far we are below this downtrend cloud here, and I mean, it may be a minute before we get a long signal. I don't know if the first signal after 10 would even be a long. Even if we get back up above this upper level, you'd still be looking at a sell until the trend switches. Be interesting to see if it pops up and just tags that support level and then continues down on the news, or if we get what kind of reaction we get here. We shall find out in about 20 seconds. Cell A is the current trade, not taking news into account. It's a big one too. It's like 87. We did get the tag on the level. I would not consider this the first signal after news, though. So, Yad, repeat that. Yeah, the signal is already there, so it's not taking into account like your reaction after news. So, yeah, that would be a. I would consider that still a pre-news, you know, signal there. But first one after 10, which is here, is your news candle. First one after 10 would probably be a cell B up here if it closes above. Cell B, those ones that you love that you showed me on TradeZilla. But now if it so we got a reaction off that upper level. I mean, we could either get a cell B up here. The trend, it could go sideways a little bit, and then the trend switches and we start working our way up. Those are the possibilities currently. Or it breaks down and we, short below this level here. Scalp would have worked for 10 there. Would have worked back here too for 10 or more, a lot more. Sorry, I was slow on the button there. Just going to take this one off for the time being so I can, it's not visually obstructing anything for me. Does anybody know what the news come out as and if it's what it was projected as? Gotcha. Which would kind of explain, it's funny that the market is down 500 points before negative data. So it's possible from here it's already cooked in. You know what I'm saying? Like people tend to, it seems like Wall Street always seems to get these numbers or know how to bake in, the results or whatever. So it's possible we do. I mean, get a bounce up from here. I mean, we're already down 500 points or 460 points. I'm not saying a continuous move up. I'm just saying uh, if it does go up and give us a long signal, I wouldn't be scared of it just for that reason. Bad news tends to have an opposite effect these days because a lot of times, just like whenever on Liberation Day or whatever, everybody was like, it's going to go down, it's going to go down. And it ended up popping because it was already priced in. I think that day we had, I don't know if it was up overall, but I do remember there being a strong move up in the morning. You can see we're kind of getting a lower high. I'm sorry, higher. Uh, Upper level moved up a little, lower levels moving up some, which it's yet to be seen if this is just a consolidation sideways for a further move down, or if it's kind of a reversal into a little bit of a bounce. We're only 7 minutes past the news, so lower levels at 150.50. Switch uptrend here. I would prefer it to happen before we close above that upper level, because otherwise it's going to signal a sell B here. This trend is just so close to switching on us here. I didn't enter that sell B. I'm going to wait and see. This is where, when B's fell, this is where they fell, when your trend's just about to switch. Back above Friday's low. I wouldn't hate a trade. You could go the level here, 195. I also wouldn't hate like a 202.75, the top of this candle. Um, I'm actually getting long there. I'm going to front run it just by a little bit. I might add another one down here at the level if it gets there. Pretty much took it at the high of this candle there. See if we can get it back up to like 248, 250, somewhere in there. Let's go push on up. I'm going to scalp some of that. If we get a close back above this Friday low, I may re-enter. What's the high there? 223.75. Just pulling all my trades early today. But that's all right. I'm like 30 points. Good 30 points on the day. Definitely not as good as it should have been, but better than a red day. Did anybody else jump in there that long, or were y'all waiting on the level? Sweet. Yeah, Johnny, and the reason I did that, there was a couple of things I was taking into account. I mean, this was down below 200, it's just a major level as far as a number, round number. Um, and it was only giving, it was only sacrificing about 5 points or 7 points. I entered at, I got my entry was actually 202, so it was like right at the top of this candle. And unless there's going to be a gap, like here, it was a gap or whatever. Um, Candles tend to at least like retest or like to retest the highs. So I was like, well, I'm only giving up 7 points if it just comes down here to the high of this previous candle. So I went ahead and jumped in it there. And actually that would have been, and not to mention we had closed above Friday's low again. So I was actually debating internally whether I just wanted to take it at Friday's low or if I wanted to try to get the better price, at the top of this candle. And I elected to go there instead. But I wouldn't have hated an entry at either one of those prices, honestly. All right, Joe, take it easy, buddy. We'll see you. Doesn't mean we won't get back down to that level, though, for sure, Johnny. It's like the only thing you have to be careful of now, if we do come back down to that level, is your higher time frame trends. I mean, we're right in the middle of the downtrend cloud on the 5 minute, and it's rejecting off of this level. So, is this just a bounce on a higher time frame downtrend? So I'm not sure that I would jump in the A in this scenario if it does come back down to the level. It'd be interesting to see because you could have a couple of different things happen. I mean, if it comes back down to this level and it continues to sell off, then you'll get a short entry at some point down here to follow, the short trend further. But also, it could be, if it is just going to start moving up, you could potentially end up getting a sell B, or I'm sorry, a buy B, which would be a better entry than your sell or your buy A here. Just kind of have to wait and see what happens. Getting a move above the level. The scalping indicator is giving a weakness signal on the 5 minute. But remember, that's and we're getting a buy A here, man. Conflicting signals. Just because where we're at, we're 370 points down. Let's see if get a few more points out of this scalp here. Again, your stop loss lines are inside the range. I scalped a few more points out of that trade. It's gonna. I mean, these two candles here above this level. I don't know. It looks kind of weak, in my opinion. And the higher time frame trend is still down. Um, so I'm hesitant to jump in along there. You had the 5 minute reversal signal, which was at like 269. We're at 259, so that was 10 points back down to that level. Possible scalp there. I'm going to mark out these are equal lows here, so this is possible like a, a red line. It didn't move up because anything down below here you could consider a buy A, or I'm sorry, a buy B. Um, those were equal lows. I have to go back. I need to go back and code that in. What time is it? 10:23. 264. We're up to, so that's 15 points. 277.25 is that new level. We're starting to get a little bit more of a push here. See if we can continue to get a bit of a push here. We got the 300 level right here. That would be a decent place to pull some profit if it gets up to it. Come on, get on up there. So we got up to 298.25 on that one. Bum, 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 bum. All right, I've pulled profit on that one too. I'm just scalping my way to a bag here today. Yeah, I had three micros on that one. And I was gonna pull two of them at 299, and then just go break even on the last one, see if we got up to take profit. But with its weakness down below this, the close of this last candle, and it not really showing any strength yet, and I was like, go ahead and pull the bag on that. I got about 13 points on that one, and there it goes. 1 minute too soon, but 1 minute too soon. And honestly, what's kind of messing with me is just the weakness that we're having. I mean, I knew there could have been a bounce up, like I said, after the news because of the it already being baked in, but you know, it is what it is. We got let's see. Oh, nothing. I just pulling profit too soon again. Hey, well, I mean, at least you're pulling profit though, you know. That's right. That's right. I mean, yeah, I've scalped almost 50 points today, so it's not like it's a big deal. I mean, but it could have been better, of course. But hey, what can you do? You won't ever hear me say I'm the best trader. I still get emotional. That's why my name is Soso Trader. But I do have a pretty fire indicator, I will say. Let's see what this one looks like. Another buy A here. 41. That one already hit too. Oh, well, no, well, I mean, one tick from it now, so. Ay, 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 ay. There it goes. Well, it's 10:30, my guys. Oh, I scalped my way to, like I said, about it's a little short of 50 points. Probably about, it's like 46 points or so. But that's enough for me. Yeah. Uh huh. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll do that for sure. Let's see. What are you doing? The first? You doing the first two? Okay. Sweet. I'm looking at it now. Just one second. Copy. So like the one I'm just asking because I'm the one on 421 that says buy B. And it said hit profit target, but then it's got negative 48. Okay, no worries. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, man. Because I mean, here, hold on. I'm gonna stop the YouTube stream real quick. I started it late, but I forgot. It's still running. All right. So post news, we had these ones, as you guys heard. I scalped all of these. I didn't hold them 1-to-1, but there's a 57 pointer, 33 pointer, 44 pointer, and 41 pointer. All of them hit 1-to-1. So as you can see, the indicator works. If you want to, and not to mention the pre-news trades, all 4 for 4, over 200 points. So come check us out if you want to get in the Discord and chat with us and hang out, see the live streams in real time. We do this every day except for Thursday, and there's a link in the bio. Like I said, 14-day free trial. If it's not working out for you, you can cancel anytime. No hard feelings. But we will see everyone later. Take it easy.